Hello and welcome to the MA's review of the week. I'm the morning advertiser Ed Bedington, and with me today I've got fantastic Kris Gumbrell, Brewhouse Kitchen. Good morning, Kris.
Good morning, Ed. How are you?
I'm good, sir. Good, sir. How's things with you at the moment? How's business?
Business is okay. Yeah, Christmas. We all like Christmas, so the covers are up, which is good. Could have done without the rain yesterday. That was a bit horrendous. One of the worst days driving in my life, I think, going around the business. But no, the covers are up. People are positive. I quite like the Christmas being towards the end of the week next week. So yeah, pretty good. And academy sales. Thankfully, people are still buying into the experience part of the business as well. So we've had a really good run from Black Friday. Excellent. But it's a lot of work, I mean, we're all fighting very hard, I think, for every penny at the moment and every pound.
Absolutely. Well, we'll come back to Christmas in a minute, but what's caught your eye this week? I mean, to be honest, let's be honest, it's dominated by the politics, isn't it? Business rates. But what's your take?
I'm afraid so, isn't it? I mean, we were obviously at UK hospitality lunch earlier this week, and of course, it's just what everybody's talking about. And I think, just when you get through, I suppose take the last 10 years and you get through Brexit and the division that created and I suppose the bad feeling or the frustration was created by that. Then you have obviously the way that COVID was handled, and now, just when we're getting over and still dealing with the fallout of national insurance charges last year, which we all know was so badly thought through. And actually, all the results of that are coming, bearing fruit now in terms of looking at the youth unemployment. Why is that a surprise? Why is that a surprise for everybody? And now the government can take 820 million quid worth of our money and correct the problem. They left us alone to do what we do well, which is build jobs for young people and build opportunities. Maybe they wouldn't have the problem.
That is the frustration, isn't it? That is the frustration. We talk about youth unemployment when we're the biggest sort of solution to that, yet they made it prohibitively expensive for us to employ these people.
Of course,
then turn around and go, we've created a fund. I mean, it's a slap in the face.
Well, you can only conclude that we're seeing populism played out large, aren't we? Really, at the end of the day, because there's no other feasible reason for it. We pride ourselves as an industry to take young people and develop them, but they're not productive when we take them on. So why make them so expensive? And actually, you get to a situation where you think, I'm better off employing more experienced people who can do the job well from day one. Because if you're making young people so expensive from day one, there's no incentive operationally to deliver that. And we're in a situation now where we've always had relatively low vacancy rates. We've always run about 5 or 6% on vacancies. I think the industry used to average earlier this year even at around 11%. But I've got 4 vacancies across the 430 staff that I've got today, 4 vacancies, and they are all skilled jobs. So every time you put a front of house team member job up now, you've got 100, 200 applications coming through for one bar or floor job. I've never seen anything like it.
No, and it's a mystery as to why that's happening to the government, isn't it? I mean, you're in the heartland of down in on the south coast there, where there's where the ban. In fact,
100 meters from the front door of this building, the first sticker went up. Yeah.
I mean, what's your take? Because it certainly it feels like it's really put the cat amongst the pigeons.
It has put the cat amongst the pigeons, and it's probably a good thing, because what's been clear as hard, and we've got to give credit to all the 3 major trade bodies in our business. Well, everybody involved really, but they're not listening. They're lying. Let's call it for what it is. They're lying to us about their commitment to us and their support for us. And there's a really good hospitality group down here, and a debate broke out. The decision was made, probably very justifiably. People are very angry. James, who was the first person to sticker up, he saw the Chancellor the day before the budget, and he says she stared straight through him. She didn't listen to anything he said, and he came out angry and frustrated. And these small independent traders, I would wonder how MPs feel if we suddenly decided we were going to reduce their take-home pay by £200, £300, £400 a week for an independent. And I think the key thing for us, and we've seen 103% increase in our business rates in this building. This building was empty for 9 years until we took it on, and it's one of our most successful sites. And now we're going up 103%. But your heart's got to go out for the smaller operators, who definitely seem to be hit the hardest through this process, and they just don't seem to really care. And I think, and I've not participated in this far, because I do like to believe that pubs are neutral spaces, and spaces where everybody can come in and everybody can debate things like this without it getting too emotional. But I am starting to change my view, because some of the reaction from some MPs has been pretty poor to this ban, particularly the local guy around here. And I think it's certainly focused the minds of a lot of MPs. So good luck. Good luck. I'm hearing all sorts of other things, all sorts of other ideas come through that I don't think we heard the last of it. What we've got to all do as an industry, and I've got letters flying out, I've got meetings booked, I had an MP cancel on me this morning. We've just got to keep the pressure up, because they are banking on us backing off over Christmas and losing interest, and there'll be another world event that will take the media focus away. We have to keep on. They're feeling the pain. And it was bad enough with national insurance last year, and this is like another stab in the back.
I mean, it's interesting. I think that we're going to back off over Christmas, and we'll be busy over Christmas. But we'll have a bit of time on our hands in January, maybe to ramp up that pressure.
Absolutely. I mean, get them in. I mean, get them in, because they are deeply uncomfortable. The arguments don't stack up. It's very important to push back on this 4.3 billion support package, the vast majority of which is transitional relief, which was already in place. Transitional relief within the business rate system is a 30-year-old concept. So I reminded one MP that I've probably got more to thank John Major than I have to thank a particular MP for their support package, the 4.3 billion quid. So I think you've got to keep holding them to account. They've got to feel uncomfortable, and they've got to feel like they can't really look us in the eye anymore, because I can't believe how they still try to. I'm baffled, especially when we're talking to people on 93 grand a year, bulletproof salary, great pension. I read recently that an MP's salary, if you gross it up to a commercial, real world, private sector salary, it's 160 to 190k. Let's remind them of that as well. When people out there are just struggling to survive, protecting their life savings, trying to keep their teams together. So,
I think you're right in terms of they're struggling to look us in the eye. They're certainly at the recent reception at Westminster. Very few Labour MPs popped along for. Normally they'd be in there filling their boots with free food and beer. There weren't that many there. So
I mean, I think we've got an MP here. I'm in Dorset. The MP in Poole has come forward super early and written to the Chancellor and questioned and queried it. And I think there is a growing cohort of Labour MPs out there who are running scared. They are running scared, and I think it's not difficult to identify, and they have to feel uncomfortable. At the end of the day, you can swan about virtue signalling, and which is what you see so much. I think actually holding their feet to the fire, and we're seeing it, not just in our sector. I mean, you look at the farmers, and it breaks your heart what we see farmers going through. But I think good luck to the farmers. But what they're fighting for, we're also seeing people in our own sector. Sorry, there's a drill going on. A lot of work done.
We'll get a video with something like that.
Yeah, we're seeing the same pressure being put in our wonderful family brewers being put under the same thing. Businesses that have existed for generations, if not hundreds of years, having to experience the same pain, and it's so unfair. It is so unfair, and it's just it just feels like so much resentment to us. Couched in warm words, though, but they love our sector and we're so important for communities. We're the answer to loneliness, we're the answer to youth unemployment, and it's all this sort of nonsense that
you're just not allowed to make a profit out of it. That's all.
Yeah, I think they are. I think they're looking into every single business in this country, other than obviously the major supermarkets and the digital retailers, who seem to have done quite well out of the. They're looking into our businesses, and they are. I think they seriously want to try and make decisions about how much profit we make, irrespective of the level of investment that our sector has to put in now.
Yeah, we're almost out of time. Let's just try and end on the more positive note. Christmas, it's looking good, is it?
It's going to be good. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's just weather now. It's getting the occasional, that kind of sort of impulsive, let's go out for a pint. People out. The bookings are in. The bookings are up. That's not the issue for us now. Just making sure that the rain holds off a little bit. It's lovely today. I felt like building an ark yesterday while I was out and about. It was that bad. So, but today it feels okay. So, and we're always optimists. That's the nature of who we are, isn't it?
Exactly.
Our pints always half full generally.
Have to be. Brilliant, Chris. We're out of time, but thank you very much for that.
No worries. Good to see you all. Happy Christmas.
You too, sir. There you go. Fingers crossed Christmas is good for you all. And let's keep that pressure up as we get into the new year. We'll be back in the new year. Have a good Christmas. Trade well. We'll see you then.